That was hilarious. You guys, one more time for KT Tatara. Hell yeah, man. That was funny as hell. Are you guys, I don't know if you guys heard, Saudi Arabia just allowed their women to start driving cars, despite the warnings that it's going to destroy their ovaries. That's what they said, Saudi men. Because we all know a woman's ovary eggs are much safer in the kitchen. Am I right, guys?
Boo, I'm a feminist.
All right, coming next to the stage, very funny dude. You guys are gonna love him. Give it up for Matt Taylor, y'all.
I got it for the Lolo. I'm in love with the coco.
I'm in love with the cocoa. That's me. I got it on the low. If you think I'm riding solo, you're gonna see me and go, oh no. I love that song so much, man. I'm sorry, but I'm very street, so you know, it's just me. If you're not down with what's going on in the streets, you know, I can't hang with you. It's because when I was younger, I used to be a battle rapper. That's how I made my living for a long time. I was unstoppable in the cypher. Trust me. If you know what I'm talking about, you're like, you don't seem like you'd be unstoppable in the cypher. I was unstoppable in the cypher. People were very surprised, myself included. If I've lost you already, don't worry. I'll get you back, don't worry. I'm a very topical comedian. I want to talk about topical things. I saw something in the news that's horrifying, but it made me laugh. It's horrifying, but it made me laugh. They found semen on flutes. The LA is in the news. The LA Unified School District has discovered semen on a bunch of flutes. I know. I know, it's horrifying. Horrifying. But when I heard it, I was just like, how did they discover that? Like, that's a weird thing to discover. How? Not even why was it there. Obviously, someone loves their job. Someone just loves the band system and LA's Unified. But how? And all I could think was that it's... Has anyone else here, like, you're a little bit older, you got out of college, and like, did anyone here else know somebody who used to be just a salute in college, but then she became like Mother of the Year in her like late 20s? Like, something changed in her. She met a guy, and then she went from being just a party person to being like the strictest, most I love my children kind of person in the world. I think that's probably why they found semen on the flutes. Was it something like the mother was probably wanted their daughter, their son to like really kind of move up in the world? She's like, I want you to learn an instrument. How about flute? And the kid was like, all right. And then they got a flute for the kid. And the kid was probably like, Mom, I'm having a real hard time with the flute. Didn't you used to play flute in high school? And she's like, absolutely, I played the flute. Let me go show you how. You just take your fingers and you just go. Doo, doo, doo. Mom, stop blowing my flute. I recognize this taste. O.J. Simpson is out of jail, everybody. White women, run. The juice is loose. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just, he's old now. That's the thing that affects me the most, is how old he is. Have you ever seen a news story about somebody and you're like, they're old? Oh God, I'm old too. I have to be old because that person's really old and I remember when they were young. Oh no. Oh no. I'm getting older. I gotta stop it somehow. I gotta knock this getting older shit off because it is not cool at all. At all. Because here's the thing I've realized. There's nothing good that happens because you're older. Nothing. Right now, we are at our best. Tomorrow, we're going to be a little bit less good than we were today. Like, there's no better. Nothing. Wouldn't it be nice if there was like a second puberty or something? Just something that happens when you turn 50 that's like a reward. Like, oh, I can see in the dark. I'm 50. That's great. Or he turned 60 and then he could fly. Like, that would be something. Instead, it's just as you get older, things start happening to your body that you didn't even know were possible. When I was younger, I went to nightclubs a lot. And every guy who goes to a bar or nightclub knows this. Maybe I don't know what it's like in women's restrooms, but every single bar, restroom, club, restroom that you ever go into, whenever you walk in there, there's always some dude in a stall going, oh, God. Oh. And you're like, ha, 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 that's hilarious. But it just keeps going, oh, God. You're like, oh, this guy's going to die. Like, I don't know what's going on in here. No, he's 35. That's all. When you turn 35, somehow things start happening and it just gets louder. When you're a young man, you're like, oh, like, I need to fart. I better go outside and... You just put it there. Now, as you get older, it's like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and you don't know what to do. You've seen old people? Old people fart, and they're like, surprised. Oh, I got that happen. Pull my finger. Which I guess makes sense. Like, empower yourself somehow. What are you going to say? Like, oh. Pretend like you like it. That's what I wanted to have happen. This is nothing but good news for me. You know, here's something, this is not to get graphic. I'll try to not make this graphic, but this is something to either look forward to or fear, man. I'm not sure which. While I was showering recently, I lost interest in masturbating while I was masturbating. I don't know how to explain it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I got other shit to do today. You had your chance, penis. I got things. I'm not, As a young man, I could never have that, even imagine that being a possibility, but now I'm just like, I can, we'll talk later. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know if I'm happy about that or sad about that. I'm not 100% sure which way I want to go in that, because when I was younger, my penis controlled me. I was a hostage to my penis. My penis was like, we're going to go here, and I'd be like, I don't want to go here, and they'd be like, yes, you do. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go there. I'd meet women who were wrong for me. But my penis was like, you know what? We can make this work. We can do this. I'm like, I don't know. I think she's a stripper. We can do this. We can change her. We can fix her. We can turn a hoe into a housewife. Let's make this work. All right, penis. My brain was like, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do it. My heart's like, maybe we can make it work. Maybe. Women, here's my advice to women. If you date anyone younger than 25, it's your fault when he breaks your heart. That is what I believe. Because I've noticed this, but men aren't fully evolved human beings until about 25. Before 25, we are robots that want to invade your body, but that's about it. But we don't, and I've noticed that women will allow themselves to be fooled by men. And they do something that I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe is a very bad mistake taught to you by well-intentioned people who are idiots. I've noticed that women think that they should wait an appropriate amount of time before sleeping with a guy. I've noticed this. I think that's not an unfair assumption to say that most women believe this. That they meet the right guy, they shouldn't give it up immediately because that's bad. They should wait an appropriate amount of time, and that's good. But I've also noticed that every single woman who believes that, which is every woman, if I'm wrong, by the way, please correct me. I do not wish to say wrong things. But I've also noticed that every woman who believes that has also been told this story. I don't know what happened. He didn't call me back. I've noticed that. Every woman was like, you should never sleep with the guy right up front. You should wait. But those same group of women are always like, I don't know what happened. This guy was such a good guy, and then we slept together, and he just disappeared. And I can tell you, I know why that is. Do you know why? He did not like you. But he didn't know. He did not know until he came. Here's something women don't seem to know about men, but I want to fuck you with the exact same feeling as I love you. It is the same. That's why guys are like, man, she is the one. It's because our dick is lying to us. Our dick's like, she's totally the one. We're like, all right, yeah. And then when he comes, the dick's dead. And suddenly the brain's like, run, run, run. Have you ever seen a guy like this? That's him realizing right at that moment that this is not right for him. And he has the courage to leave that relationship. So if you want to be happy, I really do believe you should sleep with the guy on the first date or sooner if possible. Maybe like right when he leaves stage. Anytime if you can. I'm sorry, is that self-serving? I don't know. Men want to fall in love. We do. Men want to be in love. Like that's the thing I don't think women understand. We just don't have a vocabulary to express it until we've made mistakes. I've noticed that. I have. That's like because guys don't. No one talks to dudes about how to express how they feel with a woman. No one tells you, and so you learn usually through conflict after you fucked up somehow. Like here's a good example. Guys will lie to you because they think that's a good idea. They do. That's a guy's lie. If you ever and guys, little side note, don't ever lie to a woman. Just don't do it. Not because it's wrong. I don't mean that at all. I mean because you can't get away with it. And women hate catching your lies more than whatever it is you're lying about so you can get away with. Like, I can't tell you how many times female friends have been like, he cheated on me. And can you believe he lied about it? He lied about it? He lied about it. I'm like, I can totally see him lying about that, yeah. Because you can't really cheat on someone and then be like, dude, I got so laid last night. It was awesome. High fives, right? High fives. No, she's not going to be supportive. If a man lies to you, it is not a sign of disrespect. In fact, it's the opposite. It is the ultimate sign of respect. It is. He did something and now he's afraid of you. He's afraid of what you will do if you know the truth. And so he is going to fabricate reality so as to fool you. That is respect. If someone's like, where were you? And they start going, that's fear and respect. You should love that moment. That's as close as you'll ever get to being a mafia kingpin. Right there. Where were you yesterday? Steve at the restaurant. Okay. Here's also, by the way, guys, here's why you can't lie to women. And I figured this out. I know how they catch us. And I know how you can successfully lie to women. And I will give you both these pieces of information right now. Women, feel free to be unapproving, but you're going to agree with me that I'm right. Here is how she knows you're lying. Little backstory part. She knows you're lying for the same reason that she offered you a sandwich prior to you knowing you were hungry. She knows, yeah. She knows you're lying also for the same reason why when you first met her, she's interested in everything you want to talk about. And it's simply that women know you're lying because they listen. No, that sounds common sense, right? But yeah, let me give you real specific. They listen to the cadence of your voice. That is how they know you're lying. Suddenly guys are like, wait, what? The reason why, and when you meet someone and it's amazing, the beginning of a relationship, every woman's the same way. Tell me about what you like. Tell me what inspires you. What music you listen to? And you're like, wow, she's really into the things I'm into. She's not. She's calibrating. She's like, tick, 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 tick. That's how he sounds when he's enthusiastic. File it away. Got it. You're like, yeah, she's totally into me. Then once she's mastered that, she'll be like, what bothers you, babe? What are the problems you're dealing with? You start going, like, oh, this guy's a dick, and no one respects me, and blah, 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 blah. And you're like, man, she really understands me. She wants to know how I feel. No. She doesn't care at all. She's just going, tick, 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 clack. That's how he sounds when he's upset. Got it. Here's the thing about women. They're very good at listening. Here's the thing about men, we don't pay attention to ourselves at all. And at some point, she becomes better at listening to you than you are at listening to yourself. And that moment happens when she hands you a sandwich right before you realize you're hungry. She's like, hey, what you want? Whoa, how did you know? She's like, bing! calibrated. And then you, like an idiot, wait to lie to her. If you're going to lie to a woman, do not wait until you do something stupid. That's too late. You need to train. You need to lie all the time. Yeah, they're going, oh, because I'm right. You have to throw that calibration off. The second she meets you, where was I? I was on the moon with Bono having lunch. Why? What's up? This nonsensical bullshit. She'll be like, preserve the mystery. Then when you need to, you can be like, where was I? I was with Steve at that Italian restaurant. She's like, does not, cling. I think he's telling the truth. Trust me. So you gotta do it. But now if you're with somebody right now and you haven't been lying to them from day one, it's too late. You're gonna have to leave her. I wouldn't recommend it though, because if someone's been with you that long, they'll probably put up with your shit. It's important. I always tell people, if you want to be happy, you just gotta find someone who's doing the same drugs you're doing. That's it, man. If whatever you are and whoever you are, find someone who shares your crazy, and you're gonna be together forever. It's important, you know, like that's all you gotta do. I've noticed that people who are incompatible is just because they do different drugs than other people. And you're all doing drugs, regardless. Everyone's doing drugs. Some people call them vitamins. That shit's drugs. I know drugs for pussies when I hear drugs. Like, vitamins are just, have you ever noticed, by the way, but drugs actually fulfill the promises made by vitamins? Like, vitamins will be like, take vitamin B, it's gonna give you energy. And with some St. John's wort, it's gonna be a positive outlook. Be like, yeah, cocaine does that and more. Like, it doesn't make any bold promises, it just delivers. If you have echinacea, it's gonna give you a positive, and some melatonin. It's like, yeah, ecstasy will make you happy fucking from the day to the end of the day. It's very good. Except you won't die from vitamins. That's the only plus. I used to do drugs. I used to do a lot of drugs. And then I quit doing a lot of drugs because I ran out of money. That was how I cleaned up. People were like, how did you clean up? Did you go to a 12-step program? And they're like, nah, I went broke, man. It was amazing how supportive everybody was. They were like, you're clean now. I'm like, all right, cool. But as a person who cares about that, I'm pro-drugs. I say, go do them if you're going to do them. Because drugs have this magical self-regulating thing called overdoses that gets rid of all the people who shouldn't be doing drugs in the first place. I'm a big fan of overdoses, because whenever I hear about it, I'm like, good, I'm glad that person's gone. Why? I'll tell you why. Because drugs, if you've ever done them, are very, very hard to overdose on unless you do a lot of them. And if you overdose, that meant you probably went someplace and you saw a big old pile of cocaine and you were like, and that was everybody's cocaine. And you did all of it at once. I'm kind of glad you're gone. That's a selfish person. Every time someone overdoses, they're selfish, they don't plan for the future. They're like, oh, is that more cocaine for me? They're idiots. Like, you're not supposed to do. Go. Pace yourself. There's nothing tackier than a fucking overdose person. I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to call 911 because you decided to do all my drugs. You got to go. Roll his body up, throw him out in a fucking dumpster. That's it. Call his mother and apologize, but the fucking do it not from jail. I know, right? You're like, whoa. Also, side note, guys, here's another dead giveaway you're doing cocaine. If you want to try to get away with doing cocaine, here is the dead giveaway you're doing it. If you ever go to the bathroom at a bar or club with another dude, everybody knows. That's the only time two guys go to the bathroom together. Hey, it's Steve, we go to the bathroom? Oh, yeah, let's go. Guys don't go to the bathroom together. It's the most dead giveaway for cocaine use ever. Like, two guys walking to the bathroom together, that means they're doing blow. The end. That means they're gonna do blow and fuck, and that's fucking great. Good for that person. That's why we do cocaine in the first place. It's not to fucking do the drug. It's because you want to meet the girls who do the drug. I always love when girls are like, I don't pay for my drugs, and they walk away from you all bow-legged. You're like, you're paying for your drugs, man. You're paying, and God bless you. That's wonderful. I'll end with this last thing that we're trying to figure out why we do comedy. I'm just trying to find people who believe what I believe. Here's an example. If you feel the way I feel, feel free to say hello to me afterwards. If you don't, avoid me. There was a terrible earthquake in Mexico recently. It was a bad one, too. And And it affected a lot of people, and it was terrible. And my heart went out when I heard about it. I was like, that's terrible. But then my brain betrayed me. This is what happened, right? I learned about the earthquake because a seismologist was on the NPR, and I was listening to NPR, and the seismologist said something, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't feel that way. This is what he said. He said that the earthquake was so powerful that the crust... It's an earthquake. Like, Trump's not responsible for that, I'm pretty sure. I hope. Wouldn't that be terrible to find out he can do that shit? That'd be bad. You don't want him to be able to shake the earth. I got old elderly family members. I don't want him to be able to boom, bye-bye. I always think about that. Old people in California must live in deathly fear of an earthquake because they're so brittle. They fall, crack, shatter. Anyway. But I guess, yeah, fuck Trump. I guess it's a safe thing to say. It'd be weird if I was like, how dare you? That'd be weird. Wait, did you say do an impression of him? I don't know. She didn't say that at all, did she? I got terrible hearing. I would love to be able to do an impression of him, but I don't have the ability to do impressions. That's the worst thing. I can't do impressions. I can't even do an impression of my own voice. I'm like, I sound like this. They're like, it's not. You don't get to do it. So, there was an earthquake in Mexico, and a seismologist came on the news, and he said that the crust of the earth in that country actually shifted 5 feet north. When I heard that, all I could think was, oh my God. Mexico itself is illegally trying to cross our border. That's brilliant. Still Mexico. Thank you guys. Have a good night.